I don't know. It's very frustrating to me when I hear people acting surprised about how things go. They're surprised that churches rape kids. They're surprised that rich people are raping kids. When? What? How are you surprised? Seriously, how are you surprised? It's never stopped. It's never been any different. And what's going on in the Ukraine is about Monsanto. That's it. That's it. People are being slaughtered for Monsanto. The men and women going to war for your country are working for corporations. That's it. They're dying for nothing. Absolutely nothing. And they never have. I see no indication of them stopping. I don't. It's dangerous for my son to walk outside with dark skin and drive a nice car. It's impossible for my father to get a blues friggin' award in his own city, in his own country, because if sometimes he even raises his voice a little bit, people are afraid. There's a difference here. Somebody white can say something and all of a sudden everyone backs down and he's a hero. This sickness that we have, I don't know. I really don't see it letting up. I certainly don't see it easier. And I was just warned it's not safe for me to be alone on the streets looking to unknown brown girl and all. This is our country. And we can't fix this planet by putting our heads in the sand or sucking our thumbs and rocking back and forth. And I know that the only reason they can get us to fight against each other is they've lied to us so well. They've told you that the color of your skin makes you different. There is a one genetic difference. It is just a mutation. It's nothing. Your little skin color and your hair color and your height and your weight and your facial features are nothing in the scheme of things. You could be anything. I don't know how many women have to have children of looking very dark and very light, and they're twins, and people still don't get it. They still don't get it. No, we're from the Anunnaki. You'd rather be from the Anunnaki than be from the human family and fight together. And let's be honest, all we can do at this point is pay attention and find a way to get stronger. Isolated incidents, we have 40 cops in 30 days racked up dozens of charges of rape and sexual abuse because you have guys who get C in high school and come back from PTSD going to kill some brown people somewhere, or just poor people somewhere. They're not even always brown anymore. And you give them a gun. And you're wondering why this happens. People have been lied to so much they're buying this crap. You'd rather see an alien. People would rather believe in aliens than each other. Well, that's cool. Go right ahead. And I'm not saying there are not all kinds of spirits all around us. There obviously are. It's obvious. But what is killing you on this planet are people. It is not a god. Because if there was a real God that cared about us, they would have put a stop to this. I'm sorry, not buying it. And people who will get down on their knees and pray that something's taking care of it, they are sucking probably your brains out. Nothing is making people do bad things other than humans who make bad things. You can meditate for 20 minutes 3 times a day and change your life. You can sit there and study and test and find out what makes you stronger and change your life. You don't have to go to a doctor for this. You can be your own visionary and healer right now. Seriously, we have to. We could create and heal and do something we're not used to. We have to risk the pain. We have to lead that way. And risk all those disapproving sneers and distasteful glares. We have to dive right into the fear of isolation and rejection. Sure, we want to be good and be loved. But following the rules has never unveiled the joy we seek here. But it's time to change and not follow the old rules. The world is in a great initiation, a giant transition. It is moving. The people north say it's happening. And I almost said a bad word about NASA. Oops. I didn't though. I think I deserve a cookie for that. Anyway, it's time to question the deconstruction of every wall. Those of us willing to identify as leaders and healers are uniquely poised to help now. Surviving the crisis is written in our DNA. This time around, it's a much larger scale because our DNA does not have the power we were told. Those are the chains, and it can be changed by your mind. Proven now. Not hypothetical. You can change it. And most of us have had the luxury of time spent in friendship, spiritual, professional, communities. Celebrating the cycles of the planet, imagining the world that must come. It's hard to face this mess without going crazy, It really is. Because I still see business as usual here. This seems to be the way of most of the Western urbanized culture. Governments still recommend economic progress based on overuse of resources. Media still gives the measure to consume and that message. No change is recommended. But the great unveiling is quite the opposite. All dire truths, but this time way heavy. And there's no other direction except imminent destruction if we continue on this course. There's also the great turning, but a major transition in lifestyle and actions to shift the culture towards a healing, holistic, mother-based planet. They have never wanted the divine feminine in charge. The women that they put in charge now, and I can hear you pointing to them, are not women. They have been so corrupted you can hardly tell. Listen to their voices. They don't sound like girls. It's like there's one big unisex culture where the boys are a little swishy and the girls are a little butch. Ew, by the way. And the children, of course, of all sexes are a little bit too sexualized. And parents are allowing it. The kids aren't buying those clothes. The parents are buying those clothes. Who do we blame? Did Satan make the parents buy the clothes? No. The parents bought the clothes because they're weak. They're going into these things because they feel special and they are weak. Period. If you do crap like that to your kids, you are weak. They should be taken away. Hopefully by your family. Because if they go into the institutions, you know what's going to happen. The cops have to step in, you know what's going to happen. And there's too many people that don't really care. And they're so, destroyed, weak, that they are just crumbling. You can see it. The horrific things happening to children right now. Mass deaths by their own families. We can do stuff, you know. We could at least fight for ourselves. I know it doesn't sound like much. You fight for yourselves, you find out you fight for your family. It could be easy, you know. Not to give up. To, for once in our lives, not look to some Messiah to save us. Do you think that's even possible now? Do you? Or are we so weak that we a little bit still want Daddy to step in, whatever Daddy is, or some sort of, I don't know, prophet or leader or sandy-haired African. I'm sorry, I got a problem with that. Jesus. He may have been a good guy. He may have existed. I don't know. But he's not here now. That's what's important. He is not here now. We are here now. You are here now. And you know, if you're listening today, you a little bit want to hear this, because you know I'm going to talk about the oddest things. And I love the stories. I think we interpret a lot of them wrong, but I love them. And I still think we have a chance. We do not use 10% of our brain. That was always a lie, you know. That was always a lie. Always. 10% of our brain is for processing. There are glial cells used for everything else. We have never used our DNA for programming. Well, we can, but it's not what we are. It really isn't. Change yourself. Change your mind. Change everyone around you. Easy. People notice when you've changed. People really do. And the ones who love you will change around you, or unfortunately, a lot of them will just go. Just go. Problem here is not because men and women have forgotten what they are. We've forgotten that we love each other so much. Have a nice weekend, everyone. Thanks for the birthday wishes. I had a great day.